3rd and 8. Patterson on the carry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Daniels finding Ertz again. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Daniels now on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Back to throw. Daniels. His pass caught at the 4. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 1 now.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there? Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a run with Warren. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Warren. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Another carry for Wilson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards that time.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Austin brings in the quick throw. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Joe Burrow, over 300 yards through the air with a touchdown pass as well. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. A good performance from Caleb Williams, the rookie, with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Josh Downs, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They'll start the drive with Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Patterson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him down to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Boston, the man in motion left. Warren will try the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Escapes the defender. Touchdown. Sky Moore. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
And with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
A first down throw for Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Able to get away. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On the give, it's Warren. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh 1st.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
First carry now for Trey Sermon.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Straight ahead, it's Sermon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. A give. This is Wilson. 84 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Sermon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Washington on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll hand off to Hull. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the 4th quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. From the 5, 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Gainwell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Ertz has it left side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Edwards. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Throwing now is Daniels.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're... Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A handoff for Warren. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, it's Warren. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. To think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Rodgers looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff. Sermon. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Hull. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now Washington down by 13. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Let's go now. 19-18.
Daniels looking to throw. Able to find Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. To the air goes Daniels. And returns it right back to Samuel. The Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Pittsburgh, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.